Hello everyone. Today I'm starting a new video series wherein I'll be interacting with many different individuals who are working in different areas like artificial intelligence, Java developer, .NET developer, and testing area or many different areas. So that the reason behind making these videos is if any fresher wants to take up his career in these areas, then he'll be coming to know about what are the prerequisites of this area, what are the job opportunities in this area, how would be the future in these areas. Today I'm interacting with one of my friends named Hanumant, who is working in TCS now. He started his career with Persistent Systems. Now presently he's working with TCS and he's located in Washington DC. He is from testing background. He started his career as manual tester and now he is working as automation test engineer. We'll discuss with him. We'll come to know about what is testing area and what are the job opportunities in it and how is the future in it. Let's start the session. Welcome, Hanumant.
Thank you for inviting me, Adesh.
Please tell us something about you.
Yeah, hi, myself Hanmant, and yeah, as I'm passed out with Adesh in TC Gadag in 2007 batch, and I got on campus there, and I worked in 4 companies now: Persistent System, Cognizant, Mindtree, and TCS. So I am worked as a test engineer throughout this 14 years experience, and worked on a lot of automation tools, manual. So I seasoned with the new technologies come across the each year passing by. So that's all about me.
How did you start your career?
Yeah, I used to go interviews outside our college during that time. There was in campus was very less during that time in Thondadara College Engineering. I used to go to Bamrudi College and I had to go to SDM, and some of outside also went. So when I went to one of the interview for Persistent System Limited, for that I got selected there. Then I after that I started career there. I went training with them in Goa. Then I moved to Pune for 3 years training. 3 years work. Then I changed the companies almost every 3 years. So that's how I my selection, everything, training got started.
Okay, so your first company was Persistent Systems.
Yes, correct.
Okay, so
Yes.
before to this, you attended any interview?
Yeah, my first company was Persistent System. Yeah, I attended a lot of interviews during that time. The earlier when we are going for interview, the format was like either they used to give C programs, some simple C programs, and they used to ask write a hello program, and they will ask to each everything there in the each line of code. What is SDOH? What is print? What is all those things they used to ask, and logical reasoning and analytical skills. They used to ask those. But when you see now, I think it's totally changed now. Now the because they have to do they will pick the who are best in the logical and analytical skills also with plus coding. So who are coding, they have a more advantage now. So my suggestion will be, before you going for any interview, learn at least one language, so that it will help for you to crack the in the interview easily, and also it will help you in future in your whether you are tester or developer. You will be able to sustain more because of you already know the language. Because now current whatever the version is there in form of testing, they don't only accept just manual testing like that. Just you put some sampling black box testing we call, where you put the entries of some values and you check that. It's not like that. Now we have to automate. For automation you need a language. The language may be VB scripting, Java, and JavaScript, Python. Python is a more, even NASA use it. So testing has a kind of a very big ocean, you can say. In that, in which path you have to go, that also it's up to you. So it's even testing as a R&D, this one also, because test automation tool built in the each companies, so they will sell out those test automation tools also. So it's not like that only a developer will be coding and tester will not. So because I know the in college everything that development means only coding, testing means you don't need to code, just you have to see the UI interface, that is GUI. So that's the mindset will people will be having. But it's not like that now. The customers want they call SDET, means software developer in test. They should know the automation testing, they should know the performance testing. And the same SDET will be trained for all the companies. I was a trainer for one of the companies which I worked. So I went through all 3 months course. So I used to be trained the new students. So from the which is coming from the college. So they have to learn Java, they have to learn Selenium, they have to learn manual testing concepts, and also they have to learn JMeter, that is for performance testing. Because what we train is we train all department. Which department you will go, that depends on the project. So whenever the company get a project, so it will see the requirement. So if they need a performance tester, they need a manual testing, they need a automation tester. So because you train in all the things, you are suitable for all the projects. So that's how now current the method or strategy they are making for making in the training programs. So I suggest the who are watching this video, make sure that even though you are non CS guy, or even though you never touched a program in your life, but if you are thinking IT as a career, in even be in development or testing, you should know the languages. At least one is preferably now it is Java. That's the beauty of IT. The never one language will be constant. Now current is Java. Maybe in future it will be Scala. So Python. So it's go on a change every year depending on the technology. How new innovations happens. And also it's kind of a for us, even though after coming out of the college, you'll be still be student of learning. You will be learning throughout your career here, because every time something news comes to the market, you have to learn that, and I have to adapt, and again you have to survive. That's how our life cycle will be there as a IT developer or tester. It applies to both. And also there are a lot of misconceptions are there. People will be thinking that testing is not a good way of IT career. So but definitely people who doesn't know at all this word, they think like that. If you are in IT, you come to understand that. So if you assume in a cricket team all are batsmen only, so how it will be? Okay, if you are all are bowlers only, so you need bat, bowler, wicket keeper, everyone, right? In your team. Same like in IT industry, you need testers, developers, business analysts, stakeholders, program managers. Everyone have their part, so they have to play that. So it's so testing also their important part. I know there is a conversation happening. There was a so, but testers, I am tester side, so always I was to fight against developers. So that will be there. That will be healthy competition, so that you bring the best quality in the product. And you should remember that IT is not for give you a career. They have to make a business. They have to make money, and they may have to generate the revenue from you. So only thing happens that one, when you have a particular skills and particular knowledge, then only they will take it from you. So, and coming to the back to the developer or tester comments. So some different aspect of quality, we work in different way, so that we were thinking we have a separate type of testing here. So I don't want to go in depth of testings because it's too early for you to go in depth in that. So, but I was suggesting that we, have the hold the knowledge of the end customer, so that what the product is meeting the end customer or not. So that we have to make sure. But all roles, all everything, the IT people, they put the right. They want the product to work in the real time environment. End of the day, they want to generate the money from that product which is went to the market. So that's the reason tester will be always there. They play their role to bring the best quality from the product. So I think people should not assume that who is better, tester or developer. It's one way. Each role has its importance.
Fine. See,
I
I
think
and you belong
that
to
will be sufficient for them.
fine. I and you belong to same branch, ENC branch, and we do not learn programming in our stream. So, how did you manage to crack the interview?
See, when we are working, when I'm first job, I didn't need to do the programming because during that time. So when I given the interview, that is 14 years ago. That time, when I given the interview, there is a two type of sections of papers were there, question papers are there. One for non-CS, one for CS. CS will full coding, non-CS was not coding. So I went because during that time getting a job was important than picking the domain. But now people wait for the domain. People doesn't jump onto the job as soon as they get, they will not join. I see so many people interested something, they will leave the whatever they got. So they will go for the interested domain they work. So that time we are not kind of mindset that time. That time the mindset was getting a job was important. So at that time, so I gave the interview non-CS, and luckily I got cracked that. And then I went to there is another technical round went where, as I said, they give me to write a hello program for a C, and they ask me each line. So what is Studio Edge? What is the libraries? What is the each main? How main is called? Wow, where it is main coming from? And also you are printing right hello world, how it's going to console. Those the in-depth questions on that operating system they asked me that time. I don't think so they're asking same thing now. Maybe they are changed from format now. It will be tougher compared to whatever because earlier still was evolving. Now we are come in cloud, so we are moving to all things are cloud, so it's very advanced generation now. So it will be, I feel you will be definitely they're going to ask you programs, write a simple programs. And if you are able to non-CS also so but even though you got selected without programming, but when you go to training you have to learn the programs. They make you learn programs. So it's not that there is no escape. Even though you say that during interview they didn't ask the program languages, but even I seen that even if you go big company like Infosys, TCS, Mindtree, everyone, they're teaching you language during your training program. You have to learn. Uh, so that statement makes that you can't escape from learning any programming language. So you have to learn. I know C++ will be there, but it is only the um, embedded systems, and also the C++ will they used in like OS building, kernel parameter. But the website more projects are right come in the website and other maintenance products, right? So like Amazon, they sell e-commerce, e-education system. So they are all websites only. So those are they use Java, Angular, lot of things, lot of languages, Python. So those languages will be more in market because people are using more to maintain their products. So better you go for Java as of now, what I suggest, because it's not like that you don't go C and C++. If you're interested, definitely go there, learn. But you will see the number of opportunities will be less compared to them. Because the market is full of this automation testing and this one performance testing. So they go by Java and JSON, JavaScript, those kind of C++ will be very limited opportunity you can find. But if you're interested, please go ahead. So whatever make you interest, that you should choose.
Okay, so what about a manual testing field wherein I think there is not much necessity of going with coding?
Yeah, when there are still some projects will be there. That's called usually called what is old legacy. So legacy system when they came into the picture now, so 10 years ago, that time manual testing was a kind of a bread and butter for every testers. So manual testing, we have only one certification, that is ISTQB. We used to do it. So, but after the open source called Selenium, because earlier the only automation that is QTP, Q Test Professional from HP. that is VB scripting, and that tool is only for usually from high developers or testers which have know the languages. So when we went to there, there was no like kind of QTP to given to us. Only few people are selected for that tool. So we worked on that, but over the years, Selenium, which is open source, it became stable in the market, and it's giving good result, better than the price one, which is QTP. QTP you have to pay for licenses, but Selenium you doesn't need to pay anything, free. It's and also there is a support team is there now. Selenium, they have a robust. Earlier they come with Selenium 2 was slightly pick up, 3 become Selenium 3 version 3 become very stable. 4 is now also they're releasing, they're doing beta testing now. So because of open source are developed in the over period of a time, then what IT industry took, because they don't need to pay any money. So same testers, they are asked to do them to automate whatever they're doing in manual testing. What is the main profit for them is they have to reduce the manual labors. So manual testing should be reduced much, because same testing you are doing 100 times, there is no point of doing each person's same thing again and again. If you do automate that one, it will take less time, cost is also less, and also maintainability. If you instead of 10 testers to test 10 days, you can test in 1 day with automation tools. So only problem is you have to do one-time activity to develop the script for them. Automation you do it. So that's how IT companies thinking on that, and they come with automation approach. So now, if you ask me, very less projects will be there where only manual testing is needed. Anywhere you go, manual testing is there, and I'm not saying that there is no manual testing at all. Just one part. You have to have automation, and also the performance, and also sometimes there is a DevOps they will include. DevOps is nothing but where after development happens, so product went to the market, you will be continuous integration and enhancement you are doing it. So with development, so that's how the domain is also coming. So now the tester should be like know the automation languages, and also work on the performance testing and also manual testing. So he will be, they expect 3 parts in a single resource, because they have to take, end of the day it's money, because they have to reduce the cut the cost, and the
All right, Anand, what are the job opportunities in testing area?
okay. So when you talk about testing area job opportunities, there are we have different types of testings, like DB testing, manual testing, automation testing, performance testing. So and SDED, as I said, so which is currently the trend is going on SDED. SDED means we should have all the knowledges. So there are a lot of opportunities are there. Earlier, before COVID, the opportunity was good, but now because of COVID, lost of job market went to the, because especially on related to hotels and airlines who are worked on those projects, they are didn't get on the, they are on bench, or they just they need to move out from the organizations. But now current market is open and it's super fast. Now people are switching more often now, and the also the current market package is also good compared to our time, because of 2 years stagnant. So the river is flowing fast now. So that's how it is, market is now. So people are switching like anything now because of good packages, good positions, and also there are a lot of changes compared to whatever normally hiring happens. So I've seen a lot of people, even my colleagues, are switching now, and switching is part of IT job. It's kind of a, like, if you want to explore another kind of a tool, or a a location or something, so you can switch over to that. But as of now, the current market is good. So but for the freshers who are in colleges, the good news is IT industry always need the fresh batch, because they are also kind of a revenue generators for the industries, because they come with less price compared to the experienced people, and they will generate the revenue to IT companies more. So it is hiring for the of college graduates always will be there. So because new projects, everything, earlier what happening, all seniors are working on a single project, it will be cost more. So what they do, one senior person and keep the class students, so that the cost ratio will be for them it will be less investment and more profit. So as of now, so as you said, for testing area, definitely there are a lot of openings. Opportunities are there outside.
Okay. What would be the take-home salary as a starter?
Yeah. Now I think if you have to think like this, okay, you are a college student, bachelor degree holder, but for the company you are still not skilled. You have a for which they require for the work. So they pay the minimum amount. It depends on the company, but I think 3 lakh per annum, 4 lakh per annum, but with no skills I'm talking about.
Okay.
So your payment will be increased depending on skills you learn, how many skills you have, and how much demanded your skills are in market. Depending on your package will be go on increasing. I see some people who have less experience getting more package than anyone, because of they usually call the word niche skills, which means rare skills which are not available in the market, and they have to hardly find candidates for those. So if you learn those kind of skills, so you will be hot in the market. So always think that you should have more skills and more knowledges on the things, so you'll be in the demanded by everybody or any IT company. If you don't have any skills, I don't think so you will go anywhere. You maybe stay there, or maybe you will be laid off in long duration.
Okay. Uh, so, if anyone wants to come into this career, then I think Java would be the preferable language. You should be knowing about Java.
Yeah. So I'm telling you, yes, even previous my questions also answered Java is the preferable, because that is the in current market with Selenium, Java Selenium, Java Python. So I'm talking about the correct trend. Java. I am not saying that Java will be there forever. It will be replaced with some other language, depend on the uh, technologies are moving. So now we are moving to cloud. Cloud need different set of tools. They use tools called WebDriver IO, Cypress. For that, JavaScripting is needed. So we are going towards those kind of tools, right? When you move from one era of the what you call architecture there, so now architecture is changing now. So people are moving cloud because it's cheaper. So business always evolving, where they want to do less maintenance with less price. So depending on that, tools will be used and technology will be used. So end of the day, what IT business want, they want to reduce the cost of labors and get the more general from the outside. So so that I'm emphasizing this one more, because end of the day you think like that you are a revenue generator, where you can the people get benefit or profit from you. So that's how it is. So meantime you will be you will what you call fulfill your career with a particular role or particular designation, and you have to work along on that.
Okay. One more question. The North Karnataka students, many of them will be from Kannada medium background. Will it make any difference in IT career? Because I think you also belong to Kannada medium. Will it
Yeah,
make
sure.
any difference?
Yeah, I'm from Kannada medium, so it will not make difference until unless you have a fire in belly. Okay, so you have to have thrive towards having the success. If you are thinking that I am like this only and I don't know anything, I don't do anything on that, then it's a problem. So on that aspect, usually, if you see, I said in my interview earlier, I used to go to interviews. I used to always clear the technical first, logical reasoning, any interview. For all the interviews I cleared, but I went most of them in GD, group discussion. Because of my communications during that time, it will improve. I don't think so. Communication will be needed much large here. Just communicate, saying that and you are. It's okay. Even your communication is not that much, but you will over the period of time you learn here. Communication skills can be improved, but behavior skills can't be improved. So you have behavior skill also you have to improve. That's a whenever IT industry they can even technical skills also can be improved, but behavior skills they have to get improved. They have to talk to the colleagues, how to have a corporate etiquette. So you should have those things, manner, what you call table manners kind of thing. Those are the things we should focus on. And regarding thinking about English or Kannada, any regional language, because I see more success people from the Kannada medium and Telugu medium or Tamil medium kind of, because they have a fire in that. So I have that disadvantage. So I have to use other things as advantage and move further. So I think you should not worry on much on that, but you can do the communication improve, which I did. You can read the English paper every day and pick up one word, and you can learn, make a sentences during your conversation, anything. And usually, if you don't know some of the English, my friends who know the English, so I used to talk with them only in English. So make the friends with the people to have a conversation who know the better English than you. So have a conversation at least 10 or 15 minutes every day. And they call these news channels like CAN. I think everyone has cable, everything. You can see the news, CCC, BBC, and CNN. They're called native speakers. Native speaker means they're born in there and they talk that language. So you can learn and pick up the new words and make starting that. It will take, I think, 4 to 5 months. I think you'll be enough to survive in IT. Our main thing is logic. You should be very good at logic and analyzing skills, and also reasoning, how we are able to that. And with proper behavior, I think you will be okay. So I don't think that is a very hard stuff for anyone for not knowing English. When I went for my training, I was most of the words I'm not able to make up a sentences. But over the period of the time, I know that's kind of a embarrassment, but that's a learning curve. So you should not be embarrassed, because that's how we it is. If you get embarrassed by yourself, then it's a problem for you to not move further. So don't take that anything as a negative. So even you are learning, making mistake, that's okay. So make the mistakes, learn, upgrade, update, then move on. That's how you learn.
Okay, that's great. So even though you belong to a rural area, or even though you are coming from a Kannada medium background, it will not make that much difference. Only thing is you have to improve yourself as the time goes on. And one more thing, like now you have around 14 years of experience, and what would be a salary in general of anyone who belongs to the same area and working in for there for about 12 to 14 years?
Okay. See, if you see, as I said earlier, it depends on the skills. Some people who are manual testing 14 years, they'll be very less paid compared to automation testers. That I can give you, who are less than 6 years. And if you are, that's the thing. So maybe my skills are which are very generic. So if it's not rare, so I'll be paid moderate here. And if we go to my salary in USA, you can't compare with the US, India, because it will always be a dollar, and this one exchange ratio, it will be more, right? So $1 equal to 73 rupees. So if I convert it to very huge amount there. So but if you see on an average there, a 14-year experience with automation knowledge, everything, I think 22-25 lakh per annum they can get it in 14-year experience I'm talking about. For initially I think 5, but I heard my colleagues, one of my colleagues who has a 4-year experience, he got 12 lakh per annum. Depends on the company also. So the company which is they want those skills, and don't think that they're giving more money, that doesn't mean they're giving money. They are taking out of you more than that. So that's how it is done. So they will given you more money means they're getting more work from you. So and getting those skills trained by you. So do not think that you are getting more money means it's kind of a simply they're giving. It's not that how business runs. You have to get they have to get more profit from you, then they will make sure on that. So that's how it is. And I think initially for college students, don't think on much on that. Think on the career, what you want to be, developer, tester, business analyst, anything. So one of the process I want to explain here in general, where I seen in one of the company, I can't name the company, but one of the company, what they do, they bring all the grad student, they will give the test on the day one. And the day one, they will give the test and they will score their coding rate, the points. So if they are very good at coding, even you from non-CS, even from electronics or you're from some mechanical or any other departments, so they will put you in some other department. There are not only development also a lot of their branches are there. There is a front end, there is a back end, there is a data analyst. So development means only one, like testing has a different sections, development has a different sections. They put that, okay, those people there. Then if whoever less code, they and what they give the 3 months training, and then again they'll evaluate. In the testing also, who have done the very good at improving their self in the coding, they'll put them R&D projects like COA told, where they can code, they build a tool, everything they also. And apart from that, rest of the people will be you have to see in any company around 10% they put on R&D. It's because it's kind of a risky. If they will not get, they are not sure on that they are getting return on investment. So what they do, 10% they put on that, 90% is delivery. Delivery means we are working for other clients, like IBM, Apple, Amazon. So those are the customers they work. So there the profit they'll get. 10% they will only put so that they can sell it if possible. That's it. So those 10% projects people are picked during the this training programs also, because they have to make him they grow and understand the things. So during that time, if you know already languages, if you know everything earlier, then definitely you will be picked in those R&D projects also. Not only testing I'm talking about, in development also they like that only. So having a programming language, it will definitely give you edge compared to others. So I suggest you learn. You don't need to go for any tutor or anyone for this. You can go to YouTube, just install Eclipse and install the Java or anything jar rated. So you can do our coding your own. So there is no need of even what you call. It's already in free.
Okay.
So you should go through those things.
Okay. At last, what would you like to suggest for anyone who wants to take up this career?
Yeah. See, if they are as students, right? Initially in the college they doesn't know, they just only think that getting a job is most important things. Once the job they come, they work, then they will start understanding the what is the department, what is the development, what is other departments in the IT industry. They will course of the years they will think that after 7 to 8 years, oh maybe I should have my interest in that area, I should came in the wrong stream. So before you do that, instead of in colleges only, or the person will be, they contact their seniors or something, so they should find out their interest first. Okay. And if they find the interest, I fear that they are thinking that testing. So in testing, you can make a career out of it. Very good. I'm still 14, 15 years, still I'm running strong here. So the thing is, you should be ready to adopt new languages, new technologies, and new what you call visually called agile here. The way of working agile and waterfall, the kind of methods will be there. So they should adopt to these new methodologies, and they should ready to observe. They should be like a sponge. So you should have a mindset of learning continuously. That's one thing you should have keep in mind when you're choosing for this as a career. And second thing, whenever you don't upgrade yourself, you will not survive. So you have to be ready to upgrade yourself each and every time. At least you should have a certification. Even organization making certification compulsory in any company. If you go, I worked to 3 to 4 companies. They make mandatory to complete 2 external courses per year. So that, because they want to utilize the already people who are in the organization instead of bringing the outside, because outside if you bring, they have to settle down, and also they have to pay more for them. Instead of they can with small amount of money in bulk, they can change the existing people there, out of 10 people or 8 people able to upskill themselves, then they're good for them. So keep mind that. And also I want even placements during in colleges, we need to make modification according to new trends. I think they should go for language tests for in the as a part of, as not only logical reasoning, also languages test. And also they can include kind of a tutors, so that they can tell them what will be the life if they choose developer, and what will be the testers life. So I don't think so. You should not choose the testing development depending on the salary. You should choose as the interest. Definitely, I have chosen by what you called nature, because I didn't select anything that time. I was getting a job was my important thing. But now I realize, see that I whatever I got, I make a best of out of it. So that's I'm doing now. So but now you have people to give you the examples. People have a experienced people around you. See, there are a lot of software engineers are available. They can tell you what are there, so you can choose whichever you make you interest. So take
That's
the
the
one which you
reason.
make interest, and you will be more benefited.
That's the reason I've started this new video series wherein the students will be able to watch different areas, how the areas are like embedded system, or it may be a VLSI, or it may be a testing area. Okay, so that the students will come to know what actually the area is, how are the different job opportunities.
I have friends in VLSI also. I have friends in who are doing embedded also. But it's kind of this. Still, they work, they read, they learn. So there is no stop learning. You don't think that after engineering complete, I will get job. I no need to study or anything. So that mindset will not work here. And always yeah, students should what I'm thinking that, so better you should go to the roles for each person, like developer. I think maybe you make a video for developers, how developer life will be, and what will be their day-to-day tasks. So but day-to-day tasks they can't understand, but at least they will understand how it will be if I select that role.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
what I'll be doing it in the future videos.
Yeah, people also go for on-site. There is always urge for people to if I go testing, don't go on-site, nothing like that. All the roles which you worked have a definite if you go, if you're interested on sites also, it will on-site will be there. Everything is there, but it go with the experience. You have to be enough experience, then they can choose you. But always keep one thing, whenever you're going for an interview. Okay, so better prepared yourself before that. Don't go and give the interview for the sake of it, because you will not able to apply for 6 months or 3 months, whatever the cool off period. You lose the good opportunity for, even though you're not well prepared. So I advise the students who are 7 sem or something, so better you prepare yourself. And get, when you're doing project work, I think so you get more time there. We have at least 2 or 3 subject, I guess. During that only they can start working on this and well prepared, so and give the interview. Then that means you are able to crack. And also there is one more thing, what I learned. I given around 13-14 interviews that make me the understand the pattern. So what will be there and what will be there. So my you mentally will become strong when you give the more interviews. What others suggest is, if you are want to prepare also, once you prepare yourself, you keep on giving the interviews. That also indirectly your improvement will happen. You don't know that, but it will actually give the interviews will make you more understanding, and you give the perfect answer, because practice make perfect. So I prefer even you can conduct the interviews in placement office cells where like a live, so that you can
Mock
read them
interviews.
yourself. Yes, correct. You can. So that is exact word. Yeah, mock interviews conduct so that they will well prepared when it happens.
Okay, okay. Thank you, Hanumant. Thank you for sparing your valuable time and being a part of this video. And you have also shared many information on testing field, the various job opportunities, and what all are the different programming languages the student or anyone who aspire to take up this career. So, what are the different programming languages one needs to learn? And I think if anyone watching this video and wants to be a testing engineer, then definitely I think now he has got some idea about the field. Thanks once again, Hanuman.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Thanks for inviting me.